One of the rights of the consumers of electricity in Nigeria is right to free meters. Yes, that is what the regulation states. The regulations of NERC stipulates that Nigerians should have access to free meters. Consumers have the right to hear their complaint. They have the right. NERC, fine, they have done a very good work by setting up a tripod means of resolving disputes or satisfying customers. The first step is that if you feel that, the discos which are responsible basically for dealing with end users of electricity, once you have a problem with them, first you make a complaint to their Consumer Complaint Commission in your area. We have heard on several occasions complaints that goes to them, they are treated with levity. They further confuse the consumer. That is that. The second one is that if they fail, you can take it to NRC Consumer Forum. NRC Consumer Forum has been inundated with legions of petitions that they don't even treat or treat timeously. And secondly, they said we should petition to the NERC. The NERC with its headquarters in Abuja. You're telling a man, a poor Nigerian, a minimum wage earner, to send petition to Abuja, to be making trips to Abuja to resolve issue of electricity of over being charged or surcharged. Now, this regulation has made it clear that there are procedures before you disconnect the light of a consumer. These procedures is that you must give them notice in writing. You must have sent the bill to them. You must give them 3 months after you serve them that notice. When they fail or refuse to pay, that is when you can go ahead to disconnect. If you fail to do that, you'll be violating Section 36 of the Electricity Power Sector Reform Act 2005. But the truth remains that these discos violate this law all the time. In instances like that, when an estimated billing or such is presented, the landlady is at liberty, as mandated by the law and the regulation, extant regulation, to contest it. Yes, because according to the regulation, estimated billing must be fair. Estimated billing is not a one-sided affair. Now, the landlady is saying that those flats were locked up for 4 years and they didn't use any power supply.
That's it, sir.
So in instance like that, they ought not to have paid anything, they ought to have contested it. And the means for contesting it is what we said. Their right to petition the consumer unit of their local disco. After that, if that does not, they go to the consumer forum. After that, they go to NEC instead of paying. That money they've taken to them ought to be refunded to them. They ought not to have paid anything. And a NEPA officer advising them to go and pay, despite the fact that he admitted that it is wrong for them to have estimated that amount, is an accessory after fact. Taking money from innocent consumer is obtaining under false return. Is a crime under our criminal law. So the consumer has the option of petitioning the requisite, law enforcement agency to investigate and to ensure that IKEJA Distribution Company produce those people alleged to have committed those offenses. IKEJA Electric, yeah, to produce them. And when they produce them, once they are found to, once a prima facie case is made up against them, they should be prosecuted and allowed to face the law, including IKEJA. And it's high time someone needs to take this up and take them to court to make them sit up, because they go scot-free with a law of criminality. The issue needs to be balanced. They are what we know as electricity offenses. And there are also laws that regulates people's conduct. Where someone goes to the extent of threatening another person's life, that person has actually crossed the line. And all that, And having crossed the line, he has the obligation to to seek to protect himself. Be that as it may, however, it is actually, making a mountain out of molehill or killing a fly with sledgehammer, where someone just sent you a text, an harmless text, as it were, and you had to go about harassing them with policemen. Electricity Services Regulation Bill 2007 made pursuant to Electricity Power Sector Reform Act 2005. This clause 5 and 6 of this regulation made it clear conditions upon which a person's supply or power supply may be disconnected. The first one is that a bill, a clear bill, clearly defined, legible, must be served on the consumer. After serving him, you must give that consumer 10 working days after you have served that bill. Like that 300,000 bill for power supply, you would have given it to them. Oh, you are owing 310,000. After receiving it, you have to wait for 10 working days. That's the disco now, to pay. If they do not pay after that 10 working day, then they are now bound to send them what they call a warning letter that must be in writing, that if you do not pay, we will disconnect. Then the fourth one is that after serving you this bill, they will now need to wait, inclusive of the 10 working days, for 3 months if you don't pay before they can disconnect. That is the procedure as stipulated in clause 5 and 6 of the Connection and Disconnection Procedure for Electricity Services Regulation 2007.
From that video, you saw a lot of things that the lawyer highlighted, and it is very obvious that majority, 98% of Nigerians don't know their rights when it comes to these issues. And even the officers of these discos who come to brag, they don't also know their rights. They don't know what they are even doing. They just do things blindly. You can imagine that one of the laws is that you have to give at least 3 months notice to someone before you can cut his light, because you know what it means to put somebody in darkness. The health implication, the psychological implication, the social implication, and even the business implication. But that is what people like Fred do. They enjoy it. In fact, when you see him in an atmosphere, it's like he just enjoy toying with people's emotion. You will see it all over them. It's like they've given them that power to torment people. We have to come out because this issue has been a recurring decimal. And the lawyer also pinpoints some other points. The issue, we raise the issue of non-identity. Most of these staff that they go around with ladder, they don't even have their name. No, you don't know their name. You just know them by their first name. What kind of an organization operates that in a corporate country where there is law and order? And I want Honorable Bajabi Amila to take note of this. In a corporate country where there is law and order, I want the National Assembly of Nigeria to take note of this. In a lawful country where there is law and order, I want the Economic and Financial Crime Commission to take note of this. In a well legalized country where there is law and order, I want the ICPC to take note of this. In a well-established country where there is law and order, I want the State Security Service to take note of this. In a well-established country where there is law and order, we get to your office, Fred, there is no name. You don't even have a name. You don't have a tag. The only thing you put a number outside, and even your phone number when we call the number. Let me tell you what end your number. You know, when we call his phone number, the true caller does not even reveal. The only thing we saw there is Fedu. Your phone number ends with 77411 081. Can you imagine? So that's what we are saying. There's no phone number. Nobody can trace you. What kind of a criminally inclined activity is that? Your phone number, when somebody calls it, is Fedo. We saw. And even before we finish this production, we learned that you are boasting to some landlords in that Ojoko area, Lerato area, who you removed their light recently, that there's nothing that can happen to you, that your mother is powerful, your mother have eaten 7 winches. Anyway, let's quickly look at this this second experience. Let's look at this second experience from a 71-year-old elderly citizen who also approached Fred's office. That was March 30, just few days before the lockdown. His light was removed to it was a prepaid meter payer, and because Fred's boys came to his area, they had an argument, just like the other video I showed you. Watch out.
What's your own problem náà? Ṣé wọ́n já iná tí náà ní sà?
Wọ́n já ní.
Inside Igbo prepaid lọ́dọ̀ ń lò. Sá inside Ògúnmọ́lá wọ́n dẹ̀ já náà. Kí ló ń já fún?
Wọ́n ní àwọn kan bá wọn jà ní. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ náà bá wọn jà lọ́wọ́ òkè báyìí àmọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ mú lọ́wọ́.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ tún já ti ẹyin prepaid tí wọ́n bí kì í ṣe pé ní problem wọn ti gbàgbé mi kẹ́.
Owó ìwà lórí ẹ̀ wí kó wá iṣẹ́ báyìí.
Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ti gbé Fred. Ẹ pé bọ̀bọ̀ ó sọ̀rọ̀ burúkú sí obìnrin. Bọ̀ kí ló ń gbọ́n àwọn bíbù yìí? Ṣé nǹkan náà ṣe ṣe ó bófin mu?
Ó máa yà mí lẹ́nu ní ìmàlú ilé ìwé. Ẹni tó jẹ́ lówó òun fìyà jẹ ẹni tí ò jẹ́ ní kọ́bọ̀. And most of those people can now jẹ olówó àti slash ní àti divide the weight and máa pay ẹ̀ lérí bill.
Okay, most of our jẹ́ olówó ọ̀hún. Plan estimated bill.
Estimated àti fi sórí mẹ́nì nínú wọn tá ń sá. Kẹ́ni àwọn tó lè àjà àná àmọ́ bí wọ́n ti sọ wá kì í sọmọ àdúgbò. Àwọn àti ríra wọn bá jà níbì kan tán wá bá wọn. Kì í ṣe pàdé ríra wọn fún ẹ̀kẹ́ yìí àná ní àndúrà.
Kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ just arguments and they just remove both those that are prepaid and those that gbogbo fees down just to punish everybody for and kílẹ̀ tí ń pè Abule Taylor undertaking office yìí náà.
Mi ò tí ì rí lòlò wa yìí ó dàbí pé kò sí nǹkan tó ń dùn.
Kò sí òfin.
Mi ò tí ì rí lòlò.
So how old Nelson tó ń fi rúyà jẹ yín? 71 years and you have to carry yourself from home to come and face this. You need somebody that is supposed to be sitting.
And I'm the chairman of that community.
Chairman
can't be able to even talk to anybody.
They refuse to even talk to you. The security was abusing you.
The gate man say there is no chance you can't talk to them. There is lack of respect and everything.
Lack of respect for customer. And customer is king.
Mi ò tiẹ̀ kí ìrìn bí ìlú mo ti ń gbé ìlú. This is different.
Sir, ẹ wá ṣé ẹ̀yin náà victim lẹ́yìn náà wọ́n yọ ọ̀nà yín náà sáré.
Ọ̀rọ̀ kìíní lè mi bá wọn.
Ọ̀rọ̀ kìíní wọn ò tí fún yín wọ́n dẹ̀ ń dá wọn ríboríbo like give you come today come tomorrow how many months lẹ́tọ̀ àlẹ́ yẹn sí 3 months ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ti sanwó.
Mi ò rí bí ó jẹ́ kí n push up. I'm just tired
of the country.
Ó ìlú tí ò ní òfin rárá ni bóyá lófin kan tó ṣe àwọn kan tí òfin yẹn mú kó láwọn kan tó ṣe fún tí ò kan rú ẹ̀yìn báyìí tí ò kan àwọn kan tó yẹ àwọn ẹ̀yìn gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́ lò sí. A ní ìkan sí fridge. A ní sí
freezer abàjẹ́ gbogbo ọjọ́ kó sínú fridge freezer ó bàjẹ́ báyìí. And ẹ̀dẹ̀ prefer Fred lẹ́yìn ìwé.
Ẹgbẹ́ àgbà ọkùnrin tó wà lẹ́nu ọ̀nà yìí ni.
Ó tún bu obìnrin again.
Mo bá gbé nípa ní 50,000 tó bá sì lè san 20,000 bẹ̀wọ̀n ìkálá bẹ̀wọ̀n ti àásọ̀
And you were retired civil servant, have you?
I'm retired.
Civil servant.
I retired from US already.
From US, from United States. As a civil servant, as a law or whatever.
Yes, I'm working for
delinquency trade in the US. So now you now come to Nigeria to enjoy your life and everything.
I have my own.
So every time they just give you problem. Headache. These disco people. Jamani Buhari is going to show. Sorry, if you see Buhari now.
If I see somebody like that, I mean, it can shock me. There are lots of qualified in the qualified position.
A lot of unqualified people in qualified position. People like this crowd now.
They don't want to listen to the people complaining about it. And whereas you are there for that purpose.
For that purpose.
Yellow one, people
vaccinated kò sí bóyá ọwọ́ bá wọn ẹ̀yẹ ṣe báyìí ọwọ́ bá wọn ọwọ́ bá wọn.
àwọn tí o dẹ̀ lágbára náà ṣì tí o lè dá do because you tell them this is what I want to do, you can't do this.
So they will tell you that they're going to punish you. You now you have to pay me that because some people that don't have argued with them, they decide to disconnect everybody, including old citizens like you, senior citizens.
They don't even look at your face. They don't care. They don't care. Even your what do you call it, your workers coming from outside. Where you tell them to do something, they will give you a report. Coming back, give you a report. After that report, you will say so you need to that why this thing like this.
Let's find out.
They just want to know those people there. What about me jumping?
And the one the local Golara, you don't come even trace their name.
Mo ti jáná wọn, mo ti ṣe kínní ọ̀gá wọn náà gbà. Wọ́n ṣì ti jáná wọn.
No problem. God will help us.
You can see that video. You saw what happened there. And a senior citizen of 71-year-old, a man who returned from America after serving the United States in the child delinquency sector of the national health system. And he said something there that is very peculiar. He said, this country, there is no law. And that even if there is law, the law is peculiar for a certain level of people. You can imagine if a senior citizen, a 71-year-old man, can have this kind of fractured thoughts, and he got there that day, the same Fred refused to see him. In fact, the man was even abused at the gate by the security man. There was a lot of uproar at the gate, and you see in that video that there was another man who has been perambulating. We asked him, what are you doing there? He said he has applied for prepaid meter for the past 3 months. Even in one of the videos, one of the investigations we did on Fred, there is one of those he called that they should please and you go and service somebody that the person has registered since almost 4 months ago. When you register, you pay. The law says you should not pay. That meter is free. They make you to pay. Then even after paying, there is no guarantee that your light is not going to be disconnected, like the experiences you saw in the 2 previous videos we showed you now. The elderly man said he has not seen this kind of a country. You can see the lamentation on his face. You can see the frustration. You can see that man came, stood 2 hours at Abule Taylor undertaking, frustrated, humiliated. And eventually he is even the chairman of his community. He said he has his family, I think he has some of his family abroad, but he chose to come and live in Nigeria, and this is the kind of treatment that Nigeria will give to him. These are the kind of people that are destroying the reputation of President Muhammadu Buhari. These are the kind of people with their useless, unfortunate acts. People like Fred, they are the ones that give the government of Nigeria bad image all over the world. They are the ones that make this government. President Buhari is trying everything to make this country great. These are the epitomes. These are the atoms of corruption with their own horrible bad attitude, which is very crazy. Every time there is always something to regret about being in this country. Look at all what the man said. The man said something that is very peculiar there. He said, the right people, the wrong people are in the right place. They appointed you in a place to monitor, to manage people. Yes, you don't want to see the face of anybody. You send your boys errand, they come back, they give you a report, you endorse all the reports. You don't even ask what happened. You don't even ask how they go about it, how they've insulted, humiliated people. And you are saying it in your office that if anything happens, they disconnect your light on the field. You call me, I will know what to do. If you call me, I will ask them. Do you know what would have happened between the time they are disconnecting? People came to people's house to ask, and they say, oh, we've just paid, let's bring our bill, or we are even going to pay tomorrow. They say no, and they just disconnect. Do you know what it means? They have health implication, psychological implication, even the spiritual implication, even the social implication. There is no sense of there's no sense of business, there's no sense of humanity, there is no humanity in the transaction. What kind of a business is that? Why will you do that? Why are you so very infamous for such acts? Your boys no respect, rude, totally rude, outrageously rude. See, we are trying to bring out the situational report. We are trying to show the world how discos are messing around with people's life in Nigeria, how business that's supposed to give people comfort have become epitomes of discomfort, epitome of psychological dehumanization. In that video, you will see all the laws, the procedures that are put down before you can even cut people's lights. You, Fred, you said you don't give disconnection warrants, which is clearly against some of the laws of the National Electric Regulation Commission of Nigeria. Then you say you don't give disconnection warrant because you want to help the landlord, you want to help the traditional people, and it's the same you that go and remove people's gearboxes. You go to the meter, you go to the to the transformer to destroy things personally. You go with police, with officers of the defense, security defense. Do you know the implication of that? Which law gives you, guarantees you, gives you the power to use the police to humiliate people? Are you not aware that customers are king? Is there no any other way you can dialogue with the community that you use police, you carry police around to humiliate, to arrest, to the extent that you even detain somebody because the person sent a text message to you? You detain them in Kirikiri. Those police that are being used, who are they? What is their name? We are investigating their name also. At the right time, we will put it in the public domain. Because if somebody is coming to hire your service and on a pure civil case, civil matter, and is using it to humiliate, to harass people, I think that is a very wrong thing. I'm sure it is not, and I'm very sure it is not part of the ethos and the ethics and in the etiquette of Nigerian law. It is against it, and I want every rational-minded legal expert, lawyers, people of conscience to rise to this issue. This video should go far. It should go everywhere. It should be transferred. Fred, at this junction, it can never. With this investigation, we are pressing further, and you're going to see what's going to happen. You've seen what the lawyer said, all the laws expressed line by line. You saw how it was narrated. You see all the action, even the issue of Alaja, that is Princess Balogun, who was wrongly billed 1.6 million for apartment that she didn't use, no tenant for 4 years, and somebody forced her to go and pay the 1.6 million, and she was paying religiously. She was paying religiously. You know, she was paying. Mr. Kola forced her to go and pay 1.6 million, and she was paying religiously. After one hacking already duped her 250,000, and when she got there, they said the Akin has been sacked. At IKEJA Electric and other discos, why do you keep staffs that are not working in your employee again? Why do you have agents, people that go and collect money? If you don't know about these transactions, why should you allow them? Why should you use your vehicle to go and do all these dubious activities? And eventually people come to complain, you say you sack them, they don't work there again. You can see where the lawyer, or what the lawyer put out to the public. You can see the kind of analysis that the lawyer puts to that discourse. You can see the section 36 of the 2005 Electricity Act, how it is being highly violated, whereby it is stated that before you cut people's light, before you send thugs, those boys you call officials that are behaving like thugs, most of them don't even have a normal manner to talk to people. They don't even talk. You want to even engage them, they cannot even comprehend or understand your an engagement. So do you give them note before you disconnect them? No. Do you give them 10 days notice? No. Do you give them 3 months what they call it, time of precautionary time? Do you give them 3 months, the necessary 3-month precautionary time? No. All you do is you take decision. You take Janduku decision. You know, it is called Janduku decision because, and to even think about it, these people behave as if they are the Lord. I mean, they behave as if the customers are slaves. They behave as if you don't even have an opinion, as if you are even a log of wood. You can see in the video where the other guy, the Femi guy, was disconnecting Alaja's house in that Ojokoro area. The woman that they asked to pay 1.6 million, that was even paying before Fred originated another a bill of 312,000, lying that they use a pumping machine and they are not paying, and that the bill has been the bill was not delivered to them. You can see the way the guy was even standing, putting his hand in the pocket, as if nobody exists, as if those talking to him are log of woods. From the different videos we have in our archives, you need to see the way these people behave when they are disconnecting lights, when they are engaging customers, and it is predominantly with this undertaking office at Abule Taylor and some other areas that we investigated. You have seen the analysis of the law, you've seen the position of the law, and I want you to take time to watch to the end and you understand some of these things. And we want Nigerians to react. We want consensus people to react. We want Honorable Gbajabiamila, the Returned Honorable Gbajabiamila, the Speaker of the House. You have moved the motion and you said it is very unfortunate. You said it is very wrong that estimated billing should be in vogue. Why should we make laws and we cannot stand by the laws? We told them, give Nigerians prepaid meter. This fight has been on for long and for so many times. Why should our lawmakers be good at making laws and they cannot make the law happen? You make laws and to follow through, it becomes a problem. Why should you say something today and tomorrow you say another thing? The other day, the former minister of power, Barrister Fashola, was saying, he was saying so many things at the same time. At the time we learned that he said that Nigerians should not give them money if they don't put prepaid, if they don't give the prepaid to Nigerians. At the time we also learned that he said that electricity is expensive. I have been going to Accra since year 2003, and most of the time we go to Accra in our hotel room. Before we go out, the receptionists or the servers, they tell us to remove our card. It is prepaid. Every wonderful, good-looking economy. Severally, I've gone to Cotonou here in Benin Republic. We sleep in hotels, and it is prepaid. Why is it difficult to have a prepaid system in Nigeria? Why do people like Fred and his boys and some other very horrible ESCO executive maltreat Nigerians? Why do you give them bills that they don't use? You can see in one of the videos, somebody who even applied for prepaid, they jack his money. from 26,000. You are giving a flat, a 2-3 bedroom flat, 26,000 in a month. I mean, not a factory, not a bread or water or liquid or production factory. You are giving them 26,000, and because you saw that the guy has applied for prepaid, you jack it to 35,000. No mercy, nothing. You come to give a house. I'm going to play a voicemail of another landlord in that area now, and you hear what he said about what happened to him, how they took his light, they disconnected him for the past 3 months, and they were still bringing bills, horrible, inconsistent bills. Let's go to that voiceover and you hear it. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. We're sorry, sir. My name is Benga from Masabi Africa TV. I'm trying to just find out something from you. We're investigating IKEJA Electric, Abule Taylor undertaking office, and some other undertaking office. We learned that you are one of the landlords in the Ojokoro area that is being tightly, that they are sending some exorbitant bills to you, and that you are not finding it easy, and that they are also bringing a bill that they call pumping machine bill. We've just spoken to another landlady in that area who gave us her own very sad experience. So we want to just find out, sir, that what is your own experience and how are you dealing with it, sir?
Mr. Benga, good morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for speaking out, sir.
Yeah, this is Mr. Laide.
God bless you, sir. God bless you.
Over 3 months now that they disconnected my light.
They disconnected your light? 3 months, sir?
It's over 3 months now. And they are still bringing bill. And the bill is still outrageous. They are giving a flat of 11,000, almost 12,000 per month.
How many bedrooms, sir?
Too much. 3 bedrooms. So this is the 3rd month now.
So why did they disconnect you?
And they said there is one house, because there's a vacancy in one of my flats.
Okay, sir.
So we went to go and discuss with them that this vacancy, nobody is there, that they should come and do something to it. Because anytime they came, they disconnect. If one of the tenants is not paying, they disconnect. And we told them that, okay, we want to separate, or they should give us the prepaid meter, or to separate. And they said our people are now agreed. They are only on line to distribute into the whole flat. Okay, on one particular line. I said that place that we said there's a vacancy.
Okay, sir.
Because of that flat, they always come and disconnect because they are not paying the flat. They are not paying to that flat. And because there's no occupancy in that flat. No tenant is there. Okay, sir. So that's why they disconnect, and since we said that we go there, we go one pay. And I think the bill is not giving us, it's not encouraging at all. So the bill is outrageous. That's almost 12,000. Yes. So how did you? We learned that they do come. They just come and disconnect your light at will. They were aware now, sir. They were aware. They were aware. So when you go to that place, what did you discover in that office? What did you discover? Are they nice to you, or they are just cruel and they are not? They are not even ready. They say we should pay some percentage. They come and do anything for us. They say you go and pay how many percent? They say you go and pay 50% of the payment that we want. How much is the payment? It varies. Okay, like varies. Before I stopped paying, I was on the 40,000. Okay, before I stopped my payment. Okay. I was on the 40,000. Okay, you are owing them 40,000. Yes. That is small money. And I told the marketer that this and that. They say, you go and pay, you go and pay. I said, well, no problem. If other people agree, and if the vacancy was not affecting us, I will go and pay my own. If the flat that is affecting us is now, I will not pay. Because of that flat, that's why they always disconnect. And that flat, there's no tenants there.
Yes.
Is it a block of 2 flats or 3 bedroom? Or
3 bedroom.
Okay, no.
3 bedroom.
Is it
It's a 4 flat and it's 3 bedroom.
Okay, it's 2. The 2 is 3 bedroom.
And a 3 bedroom.
Okay.
4 flats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And each flat is 3 bedroom.
Okay, sir. So how much are they bringing? So they bring 12,000 for each flat.
That means if it's 12 times 4, that's 14,000 in the 4 flats every month.
12 times 4.
Which is too much.
48,000.
Yes.
That is outrageous.
In a month.
That's outrageous.
Which is too much.
And you are not most of the people in your house. They are
stopping.
You said what?
That's why everybody stopping. That the money is too much. It's too high. It's on the high side.
And are they doing bakery in your house that they are giving you that kind of price?
Sorry?
Are they doing bakery in your house that they are giving that kind of outrageous price?
Yes. That's why everybody stop.
Okay, they are not doing
People
bakery in your house.
It's
a normal residence. Nothing more than your fridge and your...
Even in a month, we are not in a month. We are not at times in a month, maybe we are using, let's say, if we calculate in an hour in a month, we are not using 1 week to get the full light out of a month. If you do the calculation, that they will take it, at times they might not even give us light. So, I don't know what they will do to it.
I said, what do you want government to do?
Well, to be sincere with ourselves, let the government come with his own prepaid meter and let us see it as the way we are using phone.
Good.
So if they give us the prepaid meter, if I need light for myself, I will go and recharge. And if they are not doing that, because we still believe on what they are giving us. Say this is the bill, the estimated bill is wrong.
Good.
There's no word of using estimated bill again. No word. If you go to Ghana, if you go to Zambia, if you go to even Saudi Arabia, you cannot see everybody are using estimated bill.
That's good.
Come and read and see. They said they put the meter in one useless transformer area and said this is what you are using. They are reading from there. And now share to everybody. They assume I'm not using light. Or I'm using light and they bring me for me. Now, this month I'm expecting another bill this month. And I'm not using light.
And you don't have light.
Yes.
You don't have light for like 2 months now. And they keep bringing the bill?
Yes.
That is
so how do we go about it? So if the government come with the prepaid meter for everybody, if I want light for myself, I will go and buy it.
Do you think that the government should create a task force to ensure these prepaid meters are delivered to the consumer?
If it's convenient for the government, let them go ahead with it. Okay. Let them go with tax force and the tax force will be checking.
That's interesting.
We cannot be fighting the government officer. If the NEPA come now and say, you cannot disconnect because you are not giving light, it will cause problem.
Because fight.
And the NEPA will come with one Olopa to come and disconnect.
Okay, they are not coming with police.
At times, if they want to fight them, they will come with police.
Right, that's what the other lady also told us. Say that they are coming with gun, with everything. Are you people armed robbers? You are not armed robbers. Why are you coming with gun?
Sorry?
I say you people are not armed robbers. Why are they coming with police and guns and everything?
Yes. We are all the citizens. We have to tell ourselves this is normal. Give us what we want and we pay for it. If you are not giving us, there's no way we pay for it.
Have you ever met one Mr. Fred at that place? That is at the Abule Taylor undertaking. Have you ever met one Mr. Fred there, the new person they brought?
What?
Have you ever met one Mr. Fred at the undertaking of his name, Abule Taylor? The man that is there, the manager. Have you ever met him?
No, I've not been there. I've only seen the marketer and the accountant.
Okay.
And the accountant is the marketer that directed to the accountant. Accountant we should go and pay the percentage.
Who is the marketer?
Go and pay the 50%. Sorry?
Who is the marketer?
Mr. Tony or something like that.
Okay, Tony, okay. The same controversial Tony.
Sorry?
I said the same controversial Mr. Tony, Abi?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. How will you describe Mr. Tony? Is he straightforward or is also playing games with them?
No, it's a straightforward guy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a straightforward guy. At least I've been seen him in 2-3 occasions.
Okay.
He's a good person.
That's interesting. I think you have been able to express yourself. We have to deliver the message, and because we learned that you are also troubled, and that they are also bringing one bill they call the pumping machine bill. You know, we've been having all sort of complaint from them that they will just wake up in the morning, they will just say they saw a bill of pumping machine and all that.
Yeah.
So we will deliver it verbatim, sir. Thanks for speaking with us, sir.
Thank you.
Then if you have anything you want to say again, kindly don't hesitate to talk to us, sir. We'll be ready to hear from you.
Sorry?
If you have any other thing that you remember or any other thing you want to tell us, don't hesitate to tell us.
That's the only thing. What the most important thing, if they give us light, we pay. And government should at least try to be sincere and give us our own prepaid meter. Let everybody goes. Nobody will take another line from another place.
Good.
And if the government gives everybody prepaid meter, I will not go to other states and say I want to take light if I don't want to pay money.
Yes.
If you go to Ghana, if you go to Ghana now, you cannot pick another line into the house.
You're right.
Because you don't want to pay. You only be on your own line and your own prepaid meter, and you pay. And you take it as you buy phone, and you load your phone.
Like recharge card.
Yes. Your phone is not automated. Your phone doesn't have charge. Recharge card. The charge. It won't work.
Yes.
So let the thing go that way, and I believe that one will forfeit all this outrageous bill or whatever, and everybody will have his own life. Even that one will crash later. If we have so many distributors, whatever, and we have the consumer that will be taking money, everything will come down.
I agree. You're right, sir.
Everything will come down. It's not like, okay, one person will now be saying it will be in the overhead. I will go and collect the license from the NEPA. Other person will go and collect the license. So I will just, okay, I'm not buying your light. I will buy this light.
You're right.
Like like our phone, Glow, MTN, this and that. I can do that way. I'm not buying your light. I'm buying another person's light.
Maybe you can say you want to buy, either you buy IKEJA Electric or you buy
yes, or IKEJA Electric or any electric. Yes, that will suit me. That will not be failure. And there will not be failure. So the better I'll give me more light, I will buy it from that. I will buy light from them.
Yeah. Let me even ask you, how will you describe IKEJA Electric if you want to give them assessment? Will you say they passed or they failed?
I can't. They are not. If they give me the correction, I can describe them well. And for now, everything is in poor side.
That's good.
Everything is on the poor side. That's the only language I can use to give them. It's not encouraging at all.
That's good, sir.
Let them give me service. I will change and tell them I can take them to anywhere. But if what they are giving life now, I cannot. On the poor side of the zero level.
In that voice interview, you hear what the man said. He couldn't even rate IKEJA Electric. I mean, he said because of a flat that there's no occupant, he has raised it with them. Still here, they are bringing 12,000 naira for each flat. And in a month, they bring 48,000 cumulatively for the whole building. What are they using? Why can't you just give them prepaid? Why do you want to make money at all costs? Who is giving you targets? That system that gives people target is a very corrupt system. It's a very horrible, terrible system. It's a regime that must be removed, that must be investigated, prosecuted, and stopped. Why should we live in darkness? Why should we live under pressure? Look at what Fed has done now. Since January, since 3 months, since March, some people have been living in darkness. The woman you took, your predecessor took 1.6 million from, that you're also writing that they should come and pay 312,000. You put down their light since March 10. That means They are living in darkness. They've been buying petrol. Okay, imagine some of them are not even going to work now. There's lockdown. Even those old citizens that they spoke in those videos, you've put down their light, and to add salt to injury to salt to the injury, you even went ahead to Irekpodu community in Lerato area. That was on the 27th of April. As we were doing this investigation just a couple of days ago, just because your marketer Tony went in a decoy to go and be taking money without instruction. I believe it was not instructed. He borrowed a car, a vehicle that is not even your company vehicle, to be taking money from houses under a lockdown, when the president has said that they should give people a peace, they should give them lights to enjoy the lockdown. And Tony went around massaging people's ego, taking their money. And because some of the youth of the community accosted him and asked him, can you identify yourself? Because some of these youths, they don't even live at home. Some of them are fixed. They work in different places, but because of the holiday, they are home and they don't know your face. Instead, you hide your ID card. Then you turn into a fight. And because they accosted you, then when you saw that the old situation was turning into a chaos, you quickly called one of the chairmen of the community, who came and rescued you. They didn't even beat you. They only struggle to remove your ID card, according to them, to identify who you are, because you are collecting the money gently. Even the driver of the vehicle was said to have said, please, I'm not a member of IKEJA, I'm not a staff of IKEJA Electric. I was loaned to work for them. I'm just ordinary transport. Why do you use a vehicle that is not your company vehicle? Why were you collecting money from houses to houses under a lockdown economy? Then why did you come with a microphone that is not even working? Then you put the regalia of an official, but you are not working the capacity of an official. Why do you people hide your name? Then eventually you went back and reported to Fred, and what happened? He came and removed their jabos as usual. He did the same thing in Omini area, even in more area around Lerato. He has been doing it. You come with soldiers, you come with policemen, you come with civil defense with gun to come and harass customers, to come and remove government property. You remove their jabos so that they won't have lights, so that they will come to the office and beg you. Now, you, Fred, I don't know where you come from, and I'm not sure you're a Christian. And if you're a Christian, I'm not sure you're a good Christian. And you have to get into your head right now, because this matter is going to be taken to the highest authority. This video is going everywhere, and it's going to be followed up with legal action. You said that you don't give warrants, disconnection warrants to your staff. You said it in that video, that you try to use that one to help community leaders so that they'll be able to pay their money, and so that when you give warrants order, they will have to pay 40% of subsisting or of impending debts. But in the case of the woman you send that demonic letter to, the Alaja that spoke earlier in the program, where you said they are using a bill, that the bill was hidden, you raised a disconnection order and you wrote 312,000, asking them to go and pay 140,000. In the beginning of the year, when a lot of people have just paid their house rent, they are paying their school fee, then you are able to use your mouth in your office, in your dungeon office, whereby there's no respect for customer, telling them that they should go and pay 144 before you can connect them. Then you said that very stupid boy called Femi, I'm sorry, that very arrogant boy called Femi, to go and disconnect them. Then the guy didn't even give notice, no call, no letter. They disconnected them. Then when they got to your office, they should just go and pay anyhow. They even asked that, sir, we don't know about this bill. Your marketer told them that he does not even know about the bill. So when they came, you said the DPR. Why didn't you let them see the DPR? Twice that they came to your office, you disallowed them from seeing the DPR. You look so gentle, you look so very humble, but you are very horrible. I'm sorry to say, you are horrible, and if care is not taken, you are demonic, because that is a very bad attitude. Then you are able to raise disconnection order for this one because you want to make money at all costs. You didn't investigate to even see if they were using pumping machine. They told you that the pumping machine electricity was taken from a flat. After giving them outrageous bill per month, their landlady, your predecessor, what's his name? Your predecessor, Mr. Kola, forced her to be paying 1.6 million that she does not know about for a property that was lost for 4 years. Then now you raised a horrible and satanic memo and you put disconnection order on it that they should go and disconnect them until they pay 40% of 312,000. Then you use your mouth again, that's your mouth, to tell us, you use your mouth again to tell about the story of B700, that it is true that your old staff in the regime of PSCN and partly in the regime of even IKEJA Electric, that there's what's called B700, whereby people pay bill and they don't your management release bill for people, but they don't see their bill because somebody somewhere has lied to the customer to pay certain amount that they are going to erase their debts. And in the case of Elijah that we spoke with, we even learned that one hacking of a guy has duped her some 3 years ago, telling her that he's going to erase her bill and took 450,000, and only for her to report to Mr. King, and they said they've sacked him. So if you are talking about B700 and you now brought a bill for pumping machine, there's no wire connected to the pumping machine according to our investigation, then you said they should go and pay. Then from all your submission, everything is that go and take prepaid. Everything you are saying, go and take prepaid. And you even said it, we have it in a video, that the people that are in charge of prepaid are your family, that you can help them to procure it. So that means you are looking at your gain. Everything is about gain, about target. From recent investigation now, we even learned that you made so much money for IKEJA Electric last year that they have to send you a vacation. Do you want to go to vacation by force again this year? And if you want to go to vacation, should you put people's life in jeopardy? Should you put their life in dilemma? Are you not a man? Are you not a Christian? Are you not a human being? And you put people in darkness in a very serious situation, in a serious season, when there is a COVID-19 in town, and when government says you should give them peace, give them light, you give them darkness. And on Sunday, you carry your Bible and you go to church. I'm sure you are one of the Pentecostal pastors, because you will go to church and you will be doing as if you are born again, holy, holy, holy. You are at fault. And we are using this opportunity to ask, they should bring out who is hacking, who duped that woman who took 250,000. And Mr. Kola, your predecessor, should also be find out. After this broadcast, there's going to be a petition raised. You should come and explain why and how 1.6 million that was not used by anybody was forced to be paid. And even the money, you couldn't even convert it to give them free prepaid so that they can be paying their money conveniently. You took the money, you are taking the money, and the tenants were paying you money only for you to wake up one day and raise another memo saying that there's a bill. From investigation, there is 7 bills that come to the house and they are servicing all the bills. Then you say there's an 8th bill, a pumping machine that they don't use. Then after some time, you said they should just go and get, what they call it. We are going to talk on all those issues in the next segment. But we're also investigating Jankara, and we want you to hear a bit of what a landlord there, because the other issue of IKEJA Electric is whereby transformer gets spoiled. In Jankara area, we learned that they've taken their transformers since January. This is the second time. First time the transformer had problem, it was the community that contributed money to buy it. According to the law, it is you that's supposed to buy the transformer. Why should people contribute money to buy you what the law says you should buy? Then in the area of Jankara now, you took it away. Then they say they are owing 4 million. They should go and pay a certain amount of money. Even some of the people that are unprepared. What is your problem? Why should government be so lackadaisical? Why won't we have light? President Buhari is just 3 years you are going now. You will be going in 3 years' time. Will it be honorable for you to leave power and we look back and we say we didn't get any results in terms of this anti-corruption crusade? You will leave power and we say we cannot enjoy basic electricity. Do you want another government? And let me also tell you, it was because of this electricity that the highly inestimable former Secretary General, Chief of Staff of the President, Malam Abakari, went to Germany, and look at what happened to him. It was still because of this power issue. Why should we lose so much And people like Fred and his allies will make Buhari's anti-corruption project look like a fluke. They will make President Buhari's anti-corruption project look like a fluke. And that's why I said I'm calling the attention of Mr. Femi to this, that you should tell the president that we have a lot of people, a lot of crooks in the system who make life so difficult for Nigerians. I'm sorry to have used that language, crooks, because I don't have any other language to use. People who wake up and everything is to set back this government by reputation, set them back a reputation and an effort, good effort. Why should we cry every day? In the Bible, God said there should be light in the book of Genesis, the very first book of Genesis. But in Nigeria, we can't even get light. We have investigated Jankara, and in a subsequent video, we come out with our findings. But I want you to hear the voice of one of the landlords in the CDAs there. Then we can round up on this particular edition.
Daddy, Ekaro, sir.
Ekaro.
God bless you, sir. Long life to you, sir.
You too, sir.
Amen, sir. Orúkọ mi ni Gbénga. Mo ń pè láti Asabi Africa TV. Journalist ni mi, mo kàn gbọ́ bí kankan ṣẹlẹ̀ ládùúgbò yín, mo wá investigate. Wọ́n ní àwọn Ìkẹjà Electric, wọ́n ní lára, wọ́n lọ wá gbé kí ló ti ń pè transformer yín láti January. Pé wọ́n sọ wípé ẹ jẹ owó kan. Wọ́n ní wàrà àtẹ̀yìn jẹjẹ ra transformer yẹn lẹ jìyà lẹ rà á. Pé bẹ̀t wọ́n wá gbé, wọ́n ní pé kẹ́ san 40 million. So I'm trying láti ṣe story because kíní ẹ̀ ń lọ káàkiri.
Only cash of 40 million.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir. So mo fẹ́ mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ torí àwọn èèyàn kan náà wọ́n ní àwọn èèyàn náà lára ní Abule Taylor. So mo fẹ́ mọ ibi tí tọ̀dọ̀ yín ti wá bí a Jankara ni. Then báwo lẹ ṣe pẹ̀lú wọn? Ṣé lóòótọ́ lè jẹ 40 million yẹn ni àbọ̀nkàn parọ́ mọ́ yín ni?
Irọ́ ni pa fún yín.
Good.
Ìdí iṣẹ́ rí àwọn ènìyàn tó bá máa sọ̀rọ̀ ká máa wò pé torí bàbá lọ tàbábọ̀ a ò ní sáfúnra wa a ò lè kó ládùúgbò.
Ó yé mi.
So kò dẹ̀ yẹ kí a máa parọ́ tí òye ká máa pa sọpá jẹ́wọ́ ní 40 million àtọ̀ 40 million níbo ni 40 million ti wá ta ní sọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀.
Ọgbà ni. Ìgbà tí a ń kọjá wọ́n náà ti fi sókòkò láti January. So èlò lọ́nà.
Àṣẹ kìí ṣe pé wọ́n fi aṣòkun ọlọ́run ní fi aṣòkun.
Àmín.
Kò sí pé ìyọ̀rá mútọ̀mútọ̀ ń bàjẹ́. Èèyàn kọ́lé ilé ń bàjẹ́ èèyàn gan alára pàpà ń kú. Abẹ́ẹ̀kọ́.
Ó yé mi sà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Transformer yẹn is about 11 years. Ó dẹ̀ mo rò pé àmọ́fọ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ó blue.
Okay sir.
Ó dẹ̀ ok a máa jẹ gbèsè fún ọmọ agbé tuntun wà fún wa with the condition tó wà fún torí ó ti di Ìkẹjà pé gbèsè tó wà lórí àásán I will pay it.
Okay.
It's not under duress. It's not under duress. Okay. It's a normal thing. Wọ́n ní àjẹ gbèsè. Lóòótọ́ dẹ̀ lájẹ gbèsè bíi bóyá 3 million àbí 4 million ni.
Okay sir.
It's physical. Aririkete not 40. Not 40. Àwọn tó sọ pé 40 they just want to damage their community. I'm the chairman really.
Okay.
I'm the chairman of the CDA.
But we want to just find out that are you genuinely owing or they are just
We are genuinely owing.
Okay.
Ó yẹ kẹ́ mọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa mi tọ́jú owó tó yẹ kó sanwó tó bá ti rí dẹ́pà àwọn bribe wọn. Wọ́n tẹ̀ ti gbàgbé pé gbogbo bó ṣe ń bribe yẹn owó yẹn wà nínú ó ti wà recorded sínú system.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Ó yé mi sir.
Are you getting me?
Ó yé mi sir.
I'm talking about education. Look, if you owe government, either local government or any parastatal,
yes sir,
pay them. Don't ever use bribe. If you are owing 10 naira, if you are owing 10,000, if you see 2,000, pay them 2,000. Don't bribe them with that 2,000 because that 2,000 you are giving them is not going to reduce what you are owing them.
Ó yé mi.
Shall it precisely? And you know, besides them to channel here. Our door is an eyesore.
Because wọ́n ní pé most of the houses don't charge owó yìí. Some of the houses wọ́n ti tà kò sẹ́ni tó ń gbé bẹ̀. You know NEPA also have their own fault.
Hello, Sherry, bí a bá lọ tábàbọ̀. A ṣe máa jókòó, a ṣe máa wà ní community wa ni. Ní sàrà àdẹ̀lẹ̀ torí ẹ̀ka gbòòjọ́ ẹjọ́ tí ò yẹ tí ò ṣe nǹkan. Ìmọ̀ ní sọ́wọ́. I am an elderly man.
Okay.
mi ní parọ́ dáadáa bàbá lẹ́nu bàbá lẹ́nu tó kù. Sọ mi yé yín. Kì í ṣe sẹ́rí àwọn ilé tó ṣe
ọgbọ́n tilé tó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ ti all those have been sorted out.
Okay.
All those have been sorted out with them. And we have to okay pẹ̀lú NEPA. Very soon we are getting our transformer.
But how many months left? You need nothing. How many months left? You need nothing.
It's about a month now.
Okay.
So kò sẹ́yìn tó tẹ̀ sí ń ká lè ṣe.
Because wọ́n ní gbé ìgbà kan ẹ̀yin lẹ dáwó tẹ̀fi ṣe transformer yẹn ẹ̀yin náà lẹ rà wọ́n ní community ló ra transformer.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n kò sí tó burú tí a bá wà níbì kan ibi tẹ́lẹ̀ bá wà ibẹ̀ ló ń túnṣe o. I know you are a journalist.
Yes.
Ẹ máa gbọ́ ibi tẹ́lẹ̀ bá wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń túnṣe kò sí tó burú kí a make sacrifice fún ara wa. Àwọn tó wà ní Ìkòyí I have people in Ìkòyí. Nǹkan ń dá tọ́ náà fi ń tọ́ fi ń help ara wọn. Ṣebí they know they are living ọlọ́ngbé bẹ̀.
Obligation IKEJA Electric obligation wọn ni bí kò ń bá ń ṣe.
Àwa náà mọ̀ pé obligation wọn ni but obligation tiwa náà ni pé we pay them what we are owing them.
But at times wọ́n ní estimated billing yẹn wọ́n ní pé ó ti pọ̀ jù at times when they okay.
Àtijọ́ sọ pẹ̀lú wọ́n lè ti wá mítà most of the houses tó wà lọ́dọ̀ wa wọ́n ti mítà ẹ̀. Ṣebí kí estimated bill kó máa wà lọ́sẹ̀ wá ní kó máa mítà. The majority of the houses in our area under that transformer no so the majority of the houses are metered. Majority few ni wọ́n kì í mítà. No, I'm telling you the good truth. Kò sí fún fẹ́ fi rọ́ṣẹ́. Some of these no,
we are just we are doing a random search. Are you benefiting from them or they are making life miserable for you? So because normally the federal government need come from everybody, they meter. Now but I want to be now they are billing people illegitimately and they are even making the meter to be paid for. You know?
No, Cherry, ìyẹn kọjá tèmi. Ohun tó ń sọ ni pé if you want meter, go and pay. Wọ́n dẹ̀ publish ẹ̀ fún pépà èdè kàó mo kà á ní kété báyìí kí á lè pé kọ́ lọ sanwó. So mo bá ní kí àwọn community members wa kọ́ sanwó. So èmi ò lè sọ bóyá ń ṣe ni wọ́n yàn wá jẹ́ o yàn wá jẹ́ o. Ó wà ní pépà pé kọ́ lọ sanwó. Àbí iṣẹ́ ọ̀fẹ́ lọ ní kọ́ fún wọn ni.
Well, normally by law, ọ̀fẹ́lẹ́ ẹ̀kan fún wọn. Because
that is by law. By law lẹ́nu. Gbogbo ìtàn sọ wọ̀nyí kọ́.
By law.
Why don't you want new paper? Wọ́n kọ́ ọ̀sọ̀ yẹyẹ sínú paper. Wọ́n ní 38,000 something. And people are paying. Jẹ́rìí ọ̀rọ̀ ìjọba tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí ọlọ́run kò ṣàánú fún wa bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀bà ṣọ́ra á jẹ̀bi ìjọba á tẹ̀ jẹ̀bi torí gbàtọ́ba lẹ̀ tó bá bọ̀ ń tọ̀ lókọ̀ rẹ̀ máa jẹ̀bi. Kíní kejì nígbà tí wọ́n lọ sọ sí kíní wọ́n dẹ̀ ń gba rìsíìtì. Ìgbà mi wọ́n á ní kọ́ lọ sọ ní gbéyà kíní náà ṣe ń pè tó máa sọ lórí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn.
Lórí online.
Online tí ó bá jẹ́ pé tí ó bá wà legitimate kí ló ń lọ sọ lórí online. Wọ́n bá mọ̀ pé online everybody ló máa rí.
Òótọ́ ni.
Ìfẹ́ pẹ́jọ tí mo bèrè lọ́wọ́ ìta ohun tá a ṣe lórí online tó ṣé ó tún ní private kan tó wà mẹ́rin.
No, kò sí privacy.
Wọ́n kan wá sọ pé wọ́n sì ti wá ṣẹ́rí ọ̀rá bíi ẹ má jà dára wa ní ìbàrìbó.
Mi ò kàn fẹ́ ṣe irú tiwa ni pé a fẹ́ kí anybody yànyàn jẹ we just want.
You are right.
Jankara ti gbọ́ a lot of things bó ṣe ń fáwọn èèyàn náà tó yẹ pé they just cheating people they just estimate bill tó ń mú wá fáwọn èèyàn irú ẹ̀yin sì mi ò mọ iye tó ń mú wá fún yín before bí mi ò dẹ̀ wọ́n bí ẹ ti gba mítà so we just want to be aware if you are enjoying their service or you are not enjoying their service.
Sorry, èmi ò lè sọ pé I enjoy service wọn because lẹ́yìn tá a wà is a special line 33 ni on 33.
Okay.
Sọ̀rọ̀ mi yé yín. On 33 I can tell you we are enjoying. Because inú ọ̀wá ìjọ tó bá tí àbàgbádùn náà ni ó máa wà ní 20 hours. Are you getting me?
20 hours, yeah. 33 is an industrial light.
Yes. So tí wọ́n bá enjoy ó dàbí ní pé mo ń parọ́. and then if you want gbogbo nǹkan ṣe wọ̀nyí náà ní tí wọ́n jẹ́ pé èmi náà jẹ́ businessman or you ẹ̀yin náà jẹ́ businessman ní fẹ́ run business at a loss. I'm also a businessman ẹ̀yin náà ní fẹ́ loss ẹni fẹ́ run as a loss táwọn ọmọ àtàbà ń jẹ enjoy irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ni yẹn then we have to pay but kì í ṣe pé kí wọ́n máa ṣì tiwa o kì í ṣe pé kọ́ exploit wa. No, àwa náà bàbá náà ti wà in business náà àti wà in government náà wọ̀lọ́n wọn ní exploit wa bẹ̀tì inú wa dùn gbàtọ́ dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé wọ́n dẹ̀ ń kó mítà wá. In my street now about 2 or 3 houses péré ní o ti gba prepaid.
Ok àti jàǹkàrà lọ́yẹ̀ sí fún yín jàǹkàrà yẹn lọ́dún fún yín àbí another place.
No, tell me, we well, so many CDAs ló wà lọ, even up to Ajuwon.
Okay.
Àwọn ló ti control bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. So many communities ló wà lọ́dà wọn. Gbogbo ìkórè pátápátá tó yí fakọ̀.
Okay.
Àwọn ló control wọn.
Okay, fakọ̀. Good.
Àti fakọ̀ àti gbogbo ẹ̀ under àjàkà ìlọ́wà.
So, but in content, are they giving you the prepaid meter? Is it available after payment? They give you how many days do man take that is release it?
In Bami, so about home take 2 months. It depends. 2 months, 3 months. Come in them back. Hey, I just it depends how much they portray. To buy the change the wahala. Can't go go Nigeria need. It depends how much the time you left see.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà. Bàbá dẹ̀ lè motivate àwọn náà.
Wọ́n ní máa dààmú wọn. Kílẹ̀ ní.
Tí wọ́n bá dẹ̀ lè motivate wọn náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tí wọ́n bá kéde ẹlòmíì tó kí n bá for instance kò deposit owó kò sọ 30,000 kankan kò má ṣe follow up. Nígbà tó kí ṣe wọlé kan tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé thousands of customers tí yóò apply fún. Ìwọ tó bá ń lọ bá wọn ó yá o kíní kankan nǹkan that is our culture ní Nàìjíríà ó yàtọ̀ sí ti lóyìnbó tó jẹ́ pé tó bá sọ báyìí nísìnyí ọ̀wọ́n lọ́ máa bá ẹ ọ̀yìn nǹkan lọ́ máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ are you in can we come kíní kan ìmí ìpapọ̀ àwọn awakọ̀ tó dé wọn ti ṣe ẹ ti Nàìjíríà bó ṣe rí nìyẹn.
Òótọ́ lẹ sọ.
Àbí mo parọ́?
No ẹ parọ́. Ẹ parọ́ at all. That's the real problem.
That's our culture. Yes. That's our problem and our problem yẹn Ọlọ́run ló tẹ̀lé bá a sọ́fẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ọba fẹ́ para ẹ̀ tó bá rò pé bóyá kíní kan ó lé àkọ́kọ́ dànù ó lé àpárá ẹ̀ dànù tàbí kó fún ẹ̀ láyé ní hypertension. Lẹ́yìn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tó nínú kéèsì tiwa yìí èmi bí mi pé nǹkan pé àṣìjọgbádùn ara wa àti àwọn ìtẹ̀yà sọ́ọ̀tì yẹn.
Ok ṣe rò bọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ wọn dáadáa ṣá tó dáwọn.
Àwọn ṣe ní.
Àwọn tó wà lọ́dọ̀ yín yẹn inú wọn ò dùn sí wọn nígbà míì wọn kàn wá gbowó wọn kàn déédéé gbé ládàá wá wọn ajá ná wọn oríṣiríṣi.
ẹ rí ẹ wo ọlọ́pàá ẹni tó bá yẹ pé bá gbé bí ẹ láàrin ṣẹ́rí àwọn èèyàn dúdú adé o àwọn èèyàn dúdú adé mo ń sọ fún yín níìsín ok ẹ wo local government wọn ní kọ́ àníyàn pé o per shop o ń ta provision o ń ṣe báyìí 5,000 ní kó máa san lọ́dọọdún ṣe ń gbọ́ mo fi ń ṣe example ní o.
ok sir.
pé ṣọ́ọ̀bù yín 5,000 ló máa san lọ́dún 3,000 ló máa san lọ́dún wọ́n dẹ̀ ní kẹ́ máa san ní starting from February and January nǹkan kan kẹ́ máa san àwọn yẹn á dẹ̀ wá jáde to enforce payment ìgbà tó bá débẹ̀ tó bá ní rìsíìtì dà á ní àwọn tí sàn nǹkan kan tẹ́ máa ṣe kíní kankan á máa fún ọ ní 500 á máa fún ọ ní 1,000 3,000 ló yẹ kó san lọ́dún á fi bribe wọn àwọn yẹn á lọ níbo bá máa tó ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì another set of people wàá tuntun wá wọ́n ní lọ sọ́wọ́ wọ́n á tún fún ọ ní 500 ó dé lò ó di 1,500.
1,000 yes sir.
ó di wọ́n ti kọ́kọ́ ti fẹ́ nìkan ní 1,000.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir.
ẹni kejì fẹ́ and that set tó wá tún fún ní 500. ó di 1,500 out of 3,000 tó yẹ kó san lọ́dún. kí ni ṣe tán lọ sọ 1,500 yẹ out of 3,000 ó kù 1,500. sẹ́ni pàtó pàpà a máa ń act foolishly dàrú pé bóyá a gbọ́. the same thing ló jẹ́ bíi nepa iná when you are owing them 10,000 or you owe them 5,000 wọ́n bá dẹ̀ bákà ọwọ́ rẹ́kọ̀dù wọn wọ́n di pé nǹkan tó yà owó yìí wọ́n gbà ọdẹ ẹ wá sanwó ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kìíní kan sọ ọ̀wá jáná o wọ́n ṣe ìjọjọ májà náà take 1,000 you are owing 5,000 wọ́n yà á dẹ̀ kàbá wọn lọ 1,000 tó fún yẹn àpò wọn ló bọ́ sí. àbí mo parọ́ sà.
No sir, no sir, no sir.
tani lose tani gain.
àwọn náà gain àwọn consumer.
àwọn gain náà kí ni ṣe tó lọ sí ọ́fíìsì wọn. Okay, oh, I know I am owing 5,000. Okay, take this 1,000. Give them a receipt. If you give them that 1,000, one for any receipt, they will minus that 1,000 from what you are owing.
Even at ṣẹ́rí nísìnyí gan ṣe wọ́n ṣẹ́rí wọ́n ní àwọn èèyàn lára gan. Even with that, they still do a lot of things. Amplify the amount, bring. Ìsìn wọ́n tún pín bíi kan sìn owó omi wọ́n kàn yìí dé bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn. Bóyá àwọn tó ń.
ṣé nípa náà ló ń pín owó mi.
Ìkẹjà yẹn wọ́n kàn ní pumping machine wọ́n kàn yìí dé gbówó kan jáde.
No one dọ́dọ̀ mi èmi ní pumping machine o. They never told me that.
Good of you. Àwọn tó wà ní kí lọ sí pé àwọn tó wà ní.
And majority àwọn tó wà ládùúgbò wa lọ ní pumping machine. Adé máa ń ṣe meeting kò sẹ́ni tó no they have never reported such a case in our meeting. That
they bring bill for pumping machine.
Quote me. I'm the chairman.
Oh God.
No such case has been reported.
Wọ́n gbé bill pumping machine wà sọ́dọ̀ yín rí.
Láyé.
That's interesting.
Tọ́ba àdé ṣe mítìlá ká ní mo ti mọ̀ ní máa di pé n gbọ́ ṣé wọ́n gbé mi bóyá wọ́n gbé wá tọ̀ àrípọ̀tù o àmọ̀ pé that's a different thing.
Because I didn't ọ̀dọ̀ yín yẹn kí ni ló handle ọ̀dọ̀ yín yẹn that's Jankara àwọn títí bí báyìí Abule Taylor lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe yẹn sìn they are doing it.
Abule Taylor belongs ẹ máa gbọ́ bóyá local government by local government bóyá fake ló ní kó máa ṣe yẹn o certificate ló wà under ló wà in charge of water.
Mi ò rò bẹ́ẹ̀ Ìkẹjà electric wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí Ìkẹjà electric ni I don't think so.
ẹ bá wọlé máa fi supply this o. but ní as far as I know mo ti wà ní bíi is about 32 years.
So nothing like that kind of bill from IKEJA Electric.
mi ò gbọ́ rí ẹni bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kó ẹni tó fún evidence.
Okay.
Kẹ́dà ibi tó fọ́ọ̀lù sí. Àbí.
Ó yé mi.
Àbí.
Ó yé mi.
Àwọn ní ẹ́sìtẹ́ǹtì nípa máa fún èèyàn ní bíìlì pé ó jẹun lówó.
Lówó mi.
Máa gbọ́ mo sọ tó bá ìdìwó nípa. Wọ́n á mú wa pé gbèsè tó jẹ́rìí. Wọ́n tẹ̀ máa ń tẹ̀sẹ̀ nínú mílì náà ń ti àbí wọ́n á fẹ́ bẹ̀ sínú kílẹ̀ pé ètò ìjẹ́ lóṣù ni. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ káńsù náà ni wọ́n á wá fẹ́ ní pé ó jẹ́ iye báyìí pé kò á fẹ́ jù. Ẹ jẹ́ kí ẹni tó bá sọ yẹ kó produce bíìlì tó mú wá nípa omi tó jẹ́ pé Ìkẹjà ló mú wá.
Ok, ìyẹn dáa. In fact, tọ̀dọ̀ yín yẹn ẹ ṣáà ní pé ok ìgbà lọ́mọ adá san fún ẹ̀ padà ń sìn.
Wọ́n ṣe ń promise very soon lágbára Ọlọ́run.
But wọ́n ní kẹ́ dáwó ẹ̀yin lẹ́yìn máa náwó tẹ́ máa fi ṣe àbí.
Ẹ fi yẹn lẹ̀.
Ok, ó ti yé mi.
Kò sí tẹ́lọ̀ lè ṣe if you want comfort there is nothing you cannot do.
Èlò ló ní kẹsàn-án sí tí wọ́n ní kẹsàn-án 4 million ni àbí èlò ló ní kẹsàn-án.
Wọ́n ní kẹsàn-án 4 million wọ́n lẹ́bi wa wọ́n ní ká lọ sọ gbèsè tá jẹ lórí ẹ̀ ni.
Ok. Èló ni gbèsè yẹn
sá. Owó tó wà lórí ẹ̀ wọ́n print ẹ̀ out báyìí lórí machine fún wa.
Èló ni.
It's about 4 million.
Ok sir.
Adẹ̀rílẹ̀kẹ́tẹ́ is physical adẹ̀rílẹ̀kẹ́tẹ́.
Ok.
So tí wọ́n bá dẹ̀ jẹ gbèsè àpọ̀ so we don't grumble.
No problem. Just need education.
Ẹ lè wà ní society kẹ̀ máa rí àwọn ọkọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé Judas bí lẹ́yìn ọmọ Jésù.
Yes, you are right.
Whether good or better, even if you are giving them honey, they will still see something bad.
If you are giving them honey and akara.
Honey, akara.
No problem.
Inú ọmọ téèyàn bí pàápàá. Ó wà nílẹ̀ so far so good. Tó bá ní irú iná àti pé yìí a lè ní kẹwàá ràn wá lọ́wọ́ yẹn tó bá kọjá ìdíjà àrífẹ́ àti ẹ̀ńjọ́ sí.
Okay, that's good.
I think you are getting me.
I got you, sir. Because our role as media is to intervene and put everything straight.
Thank you. Tabate need to call you.
You heard what the man said. He said IKEJA electricity are necessary devil or necessary evil. Well, this is just part of the investigation. It's not the whole voice you heard there. It's just part of what we did. He's a chairman of a CDA there too, and we spoke to a lot of people, but it's another ball game entirely. It's for another special video that is from Jankara to whatever. But honestly, there's no one that is as critical as Mr. Fred Zone. Before the end of this investigation, we were able to get a Facebook account of a customer who spoke about Fred Udo. Mr. Fred, who spoke about Fred and his activities, and I'm sure you've seen the first video that we put on. That was last Sunday, where we spoke about what happened at Irekpodu community around Lerato area, and how the landlord, everybody came out to talk about what happened to them. I want to show you what a woman said here. Well, this is what one Mrs. Omolade Aforementioned said about IKEJA Electricity and the actions of Fred, the undertaking, the service manager. This was published on the 2nd day of May. In the course of this investigation, she said, we say our government is wicked and insensitive. Are we also not doing same in our own little corner? And IKEJA Electric official Fred Odogbo is using his position. You know, we told you that we couldn't get Fred's name at the beginning of this video, and that was in the course of the investigation. It took us 3 months to do this investigation, but at the tail end, some people went to look for his name, because when you call his phone, you can't find his surname. All you see is Fred Fred, and when you get to his office, his name is not pasted anywhere. He does not have a name tag on his table. He does not have a name tag on his shirt, and his boys don't even have name tag. They go around, they behave worse than tout. They maltreat, they do anything, they disconnect people's lights. If you argue with them, they go back, they disconnect your light, and they go to tell their boss, and their boss signs it off and say that they will come back. And if they now raise anything against you and it appears that you want to react, they use police to come and harass you. Fred is so powerful that he uses police to arrest people. We have a video whereby he showed the test of a Muslim cleric who sent a test to him after his boys made life difficult for the man in his community, and the man just gave him a subtle threat saying that, oh, if you don't make my lights to work so that myself and my family will enjoy, then maybe you are going to sleep in the darkest place of the world, you and your family. The man maybe was even cursing him, and he didn't mean it, but because he sent a test to Fred decided to call the police. They arrested the man, and the man landed in Kirikiri. You can imagine a father, a community leader, landing in Kirikiri at this time when there's COVID-19, and Fred was boasting in that video. We're going to put it in the video we're going to do on him, on his person. We're going to do that after these editions. He said, he know that the man didn't mean it, but he has to suffer for it, and he has to know the importance of freedom. You, Fred, are you so heartless to that level? Are you not a Christian? Does the Bible not teach you that you should forgive? What do you mean? Is that how the Oba of Benin teach you to be humane from where you come from? Are you so heartless that you arrest people, you use police, and you put them in bondage? And you tell us that you say that you can do and undo. Who are you? And that is why justice has to take its place. An IKEJA official, Fred Udogbo, is using his position to do power show. His officials had an altercation with an identified individual residing in an identified building, and for this he decided to shut down the transformer serving an entire community, saying everybody should go and pay their debts because of the issue of Tony, the marketer. And you know, we said it at the beginning of this program that the allegation we got about Tony is that Tony arranged with men to go and disconnect people's lights. He will allegedly sit down in a beer parlor. We have a video of him in one of the beer parlor. We'll release it at the right time. He will sit down and people will be calling him that your boys are here, your boys are here. His phone will not go. Then after the boy have disconnected the lights, when they have gone, created chaos, then his phone will now go. Then he will now start to tell that they should go and settle those boys, then or they should settle him. Then he will now call them, and in most cases those boys will have even moved to another area. And that is how Tony allegedly generates his own income, his own sideline income. So he went to this area during COVID lockdown, COVID holiday on the 27th of April, on the Monday, and he was doing a clandestine activity in that area. He didn't go with a vehicle, a company vehicle. He went in an undesigned vehicle. And the young people approached him, say, can you show your agenda? What are you doing? He was not even bold enough to even say who he is, to even show his identity. He was hiding his ID card. Then eventually, by the time he saw the outpour of anger, because those young men are home, most of them don't stay at home, most of them they're their wife. And even there was one of them that even paid. In the morning when Tony shakara the guy, he went to NEPA to pay. In the afternoon, another set came and they said his wife paid double. They paid 20,000, and they were even calling Fred, according to information at the disposal, that they should please return the money. They said the money cannot be returned, and the man said, "Oh, please, I'm broke. Can you even give us 5,000?" Then it became an abuse, and what Fred did eventually is unbelievable. We are going to come out with that one in the second video. You know, we have gotten a lot of video in this show, enough, but by the time we come out with subsequent video, nobody will need to tell you who you are. We will know if you're a criminal or you're a very good person. I will not say you're a criminal, but other subsequent video will tell who you are. If the man is wrong, what are the steps he took to prosecute him? Is the man really wrong? A proverb says an elderly person who judge a case based on his one-sided presentation is wicked. So our IKEJA Electric official, in my opinion, is wicked. What about those on prepaid meters and those whose accounts with IKEJA Electric is credited? Should you also punish them for the perceived sins of one man? That is what Fred and his boys do. They punish people for the sin of just one man. They are so big, they behave like Lord. People, Nigeria, the Senate, Speaker of the House, this guy behave like God. He goes around with security men, harass customers, talk to them anyhow. People go to his office, he locks gates on them, he won't pick their phone number, he talks to them anyhow, talk them down. Senior citizens spoke to us, a lot of reports at our disposal, and the little one you've seen in this broadcast. They tell you, go and do your worst, because they feel nobody can arrest them. I don't know who is behind the IKEJA Electric. Who are the guys behind it? And why should you have a crop of rude, very rude staffs? Above all, in this lockdown, okay, should you also punish them for the perceived sin of one man? Above all, in this lockdown period, you are so insensitive to ask people to go and clear all their debts before power will be restored. No wahala. Shebi, last time they said you did a similar thing at another community. You are given vacation abroad for raking in a lot of money for the organization. You know what is going on? We are going to bring an expert at the end of this program. We're going to talk to some people, and we're going to bring another expert who's going to talk about what is going on in most of the discourse, how people put target on people's head, and why these people behave the way they behave, without mercy, without humane. They tell you, go and pay so amount. You go to Fred's office, you tell him, I don't know about this bill. You say, yes, you please just go and pay. In one of the discussions, he was even giving the tenant of Alaja advice that they should go to the police and go and incident it, that they should pay it from their rents. That if they pay for their rents, they should pay the money, and when they want to pay their landlady their rent, they should remove it. but incident the case at the police. That is called recipe for chaos according to law. You are even telling them to fight their landlord, fight their landlady. If they fight eventually, are you coming to save them? But all your concern is to make your money, your company. Because at the end of the day, when you make it, they are going to give you commission. Then you go on vacation. You even said it that your family are not in Nigeria. So I'm not surprised. Unfortunately, you cannot travel now, probably because of COVID-19. So expect your cash reward. Unfortunately, you cannot travel now, so expect your cash reward. Remember that what you sow, you will reap, even to your fourth generation. And people like you and your minions will open their mouth to complain about government. When you are ready to restore power, you hear. When you are ready to restore power, you hear, or you can eat it if you want. Really, I'm angry at the moment. That is what Mrs. Omolade Atofojomo, you know, she's a lecturer in one of the universities in Lagos, wrote. She's also one of the victims of Fred's fiery and inhuman treatments to customers, and Tony and all of them. We also have another larger Noimot I spoke about earlier. He's also from the same. I think Fred, Tony, and Noimot I'm sorry, it appears they are all from Edo, from a particular tribe. And from our investigation, it's like they are just there to do a lot to people's psyche, to people's morale. They don't have discipline, they don't have morals, they talk to people anyhow. Alaja Noimot, in her own case, she does not take bribe like Tony, according to information. But she gives you a line, she comes, put a meter in your house, and she will not read the meter. She will give you outrageous bill, and when you ask her, why is my bill outrageous, she will say your meter is encoded. Noimot, she will tell us what she means by encoded, because we have a customer who recorded you. In fact, we have 2 customers that recorded your voice. You said their meter is encoded, and it's a regular meter. What they use should not be more than 2,000 or 1,008 per month, and you are charging them 8,000, 8,005. You bring it simultaneously. What are you looking for? Who gave you target to make money at all costs, at the detriment of people's peace, at the detriment of people's lives, at the detriment of people's health? And we're in a country that has law and order, and later you make everybody to be cursing President Muhammadu Buhari. You make people to be talking ill of the president, talking ill of Nigeria. You people are there making life so difficult for people, especially you, Fred, talking gently with very terrible, evil strategy. Anyway, at this junction, we would like to have our contributors to discuss, and they're going to tell us their experience and what they feel about the IKEJA Electric. And we will have a former staff also among them who will speak about what happened behind the scene. He has worked with one of the disco. We don't want to mention, we're trying to keep his identity. He knows a lot about what is going on, and he's going to tell us how targets are being raised, how bosses tell regional managers, salesmen, and even linesmen to raise targets, including bribe. There's a target, there's a section, there's target for genuine taxation, because what you are doing is you tax people, you just put it on them. Then there's also a target for bribe. We're going to bring them in. Watch out shortly.